My name is Marvin Xfiles, aka Marriage Sexy Dad, on as if I go to Little League, and today I will be doing a movie review on Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Now, this movie is about Optimus Prime and his Autobots are faced with this biggest challenge yet when this new threat emerged and it's capable of eating entire planets. And so the Autobots and the Maximum are these new Transformers, and they form some sort of alliance to take down this new threat. Now, me, this first act of Transformers, it was okay. I was feeling it. I love Noah, his struggles and all, and he had a person up in his life, and I'm like, oh wow, I was digging it. That first act was just, it was solid. It was good. It was very good, and knowing him as a character, he was good. He been through a lot of things, and it's a lot he has to deal with. It's a lot, man. This man, he is the man of the house, and it shows. It shows, and he come from a rough background, and this movie take place in 1994. 1994, and Noah was tight. And then we also have the Porsche. I forgot the name of that Porsche car. What's the name of that Porsche? It was called something. The Porsche vehicle. It's by Mirage. Pete Davidson. Oh my God, him being Mirage, I did not like. He was too jokey. He was a coward. I didn't take him seriously every time he was on screen. He tried to be like hippity hop. Oh, I'm cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm down and all of this. And his character, it wasn't. Uh, I would say bad casting on Paramount part. I would have never casted freaking Pete Davidson. He was terrible, man. He was terrible as the voice of the Autobots. He was just terrible, man. Come on, Paramount. Y'all should have never approved of this. Never did, because he was trash. And also Ellen is our other protagonist. Well, not protagonist, but supporting cast member. And Ellen is caught up in the conflict. And me, I really liked her character. She had drive, she had goals, and me, her being up in this movie, she was a good character. Now I gotta talk about these Autobots. These Autobots were trash. These Autobots were garbage, and they got outshined by the Maximum. Like, these Autobots did not pack a punch. Uh, the freaking motorcycle chick and the rest of the Autobots were just garbage. That crew, that staff were just, oh my god, just absolutely. They did not pose a threat to Scourge. They did not pose a threat whatsoever, except for Optimus Prime. He was the only good Autobot up in this, and he seemed kind of too small for me. He seems very small. He wasn't big. Um, Michael Bay has still created the best Transformer movie. Just know that. Because at least Michael Bay, his Transformers, his Autobots packed a punch, lots of explosion, tall, and me, I seen the Autobots as a threat. And they had rivaled the Decepticons. But up in this, the Autobots were just, their punches did not make a dent whatsoever. I didn't like any of these Autobots. They felt just, and they didn't seem powerful, and that, it was a huge problem I had. And also, who else? Who else was trash up in this? Uh, the Maximum was fire. They were fire, and that ape guy and the cheetah guy, and they outshined the Autobots up in this. Outshined them, and they had better action scenes, way better action scenes, more, and they seem like veterans, and the Autobots didn't, and they seem like rookies, teenagers, except for Optimus Prime, but everybody else, and they seem like teenagers. But Optimus Prime, man, he was okay up into this, but he was not my favorite whatsoever. He was not my freaking favorite. Now, the music choice up in Transformers Rise of the Beast. Now, it was bad. That third act, I hated the music selection. It did not go with the scene whatsoever. I was like, who's the DJ? Who's choosing the right moments to play the score of the music? And they played nothing but one genre this whole movie. This whole movie. And it did not blend in well with the action scenes in my eyes. It didn't. It didn't do a great job. And that the third act was, I kept laughing and just shaking my head. What was going on in that third act, man? But Bumblebee, he was trash up in this. He was straight garbage. The whole Autobots. And then at the end, man, Noah, man, his character, I did not like. But what I seen from him, it fell apart at the end. It fell apart. It was just laughable. I couldn't take it seriously up in the third act. I was like, what the heck is going on here? Man, Michael Bay is our guy. He created the best Transformer movies. Michael Bay with Shia LaBeouf. Yes. This new Autobots were just garbage. I didn't like any of them. I didn't like any of the Autobots. But the Maximum were just pure, straight up fire. And the story, it went up and down for me. It was okay up in the beginning. The first act, it was good. In the second act, it was okay, but it was kind of like deteriorating at a point. And then the third act, it just went completely downhill like a sled. It was bad. That third act was just bad. And they played LL Cool J on a certain part, man. Like, oh my God, just bad music choice, just bad. But overall, man, if I had to give this movie a grade, I would give it a C minus. This movie is a C minus. Me, do I recommend it? I say no. I will not be watching this again. I will not be purchasing that steel book of Transformers Rise of the Beast. But it had potential. But the director Jason Capel, or no, it's Chapel. No. Jason, what's his name? Stephen Capel Jr. Him, that's a black director. It's a lot of black people up in this movie, so hip hop, I guess it was a must, but yeah, man, he didn't do a bad job. He did it's enough to stay afloat, but it wasn't too good. And me, I give this a C minus. A C minus. This grade and the final grade for Transformers Rise of the Beast is a C minus. And my name is Marvin Xfiles, aka Mr. Sexy Dad Hat on as if I coach Little League. If it doesn't got that X, that step is authentic. My name is Marvin Xfiles. 2 fingers. Peace out.